Hey guys, I'm Brian. I'm posting this video in response to the recent suicides of gay teens in the U.S. Um, this is part of the It Gets Better videos that have been going around. I just wanted to add my story and my thoughts onto it um, because when I hear the stories of what's happened lately, um, with teenagers killing themselves due to harassment for being gay, or maybe even not being gay, but just kids assuming that they're gay and making fun of them for it. It really breaks my heart to hear those stories because I know exactly what those kids are going through, because I've been there. Not too long ago, I was there. Um, I'm only 19 now, but I accepted my sexuality. I officially accepted it my freshman year of high school. Um, but before then, I went to a middle school where uh, it wasn't acceptable. Like uh, before I even accepted it, kids were constantly calling me gay and calling me fag and stuff, and it was just it was too much. Uh, like I really hated it in middle school because I knew that what they were saying was true, but I hadn't accepted it myself yet, um, and I didn't want to accept it because of what these kids were saying. Whenever they would call me gay and stuff, it was just like, it made me feel like it was something that I should be ashamed of. Um, like, it was wrong. And I mean, not to mention, I had grown up in a Christian home where, my faith told me that it was wrong and that, uh, gay people are sinners. And I mean, obviously, it says that everyone's a sinner, but I mean, people just made it sound like especially gay people were sinners. Like, gay people are so much worse than everyone else, which is not true at all. Um, but yeah, so, my family's faith plus what the kids at school were saying, it was like, okay, so being gay is wrong. Like, there's nothing that I should be proud of for it. And, I always knew that I had those feelings, but I always hoped that it was something that would go away. And I thought, maybe if I just ignore it, then it will go away. But obviously, it never did. Um, and so I kind of was just like, well, it's something that I should be ashamed of, and it's not going to go away. So I'm going to be living my entire life ashamed of myself. So why should I even bother continuing anymore? And so when I was in seventh grade, I attempted suicide. Um, and I'm so glad that I didn't go through with it because it got better. It really did. Um, I ended up going to a high school for the performing arts, where it was very accepted. Um, and I felt more accepted after I came out of the closet than I did before. Um, and a lot of people don't get to experience that in high school. Um, a lot of people still go through the bullying and the harassment during high school that I went through in middle school. Um, but I can tell you this, that it gets better after high school too. I mean, once you leave high school, I mean, college, there's so many people who are out and proud about their homosexuality, and, there's support groups and everything. Um, so it gets, I mean, I got lucky finding a high school where it was accepted, but I did not go to a middle school where it was accepted. Um, like, I hated myself in middle school for this. I was like, the thoughts that were going through my head of being attracted to men. I was like, this is disgusting. Like, there was something seriously wrong with me, and I just wanted to go away. And I prayed about it. I went to counseling, and it just nothing worked. Like, it wasn't going away. Um, and I'm so glad that I found a world full of acceptance, and it is out there. There are so many people who will accept you for who you are. Um, it's If I hadn't gone to that high school, I would not be the person that I am right now. I don't know that I would still be in the closet, but I definitely would not be nearly as comfortable with my sexuality as I am now. Um, and it was all because of the people there. Because I found a group of people who showed me that they loved and supported me, for who I am, and that, who I'm attracted to, it doesn't matter, because it really doesn't. Um, and so I encourage you, if you are having these feelings of being lonely and scared and feeling disgusted by yourself or ashamed of yourself for, having these feelings that aren't natural, supposedly, aren't natural, then talk to someone about it. Um, because you should not be ashamed of who you are. I know I'm not. I like I I was for the longest time, but now I am so proud of who I am, and I I'm different. I'm happy to be different. There's nothing wrong with being different, and I'm not ashamed of it. And you shouldn't be either, because there's nothing wrong with you just because, you're different than everyone else. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because this is something that you should be proud of. And let's face it, gay people are awesome. I mean, a lot of people don't believe it, but gay people are some of the coolest people out there. Um, we're just a lot of fun. Not to mention, if I was still in the closet, let me just tell you, I would be not, like, my personality would be completely different. Like, I'd probably not be nearly as fun and outgoing as I am. I'm not trying to sound narcissistic at all or conceited, but like, I just have an outgoing personality, and it wouldn't be that way if I were still in the closet, or, you know. Um, but yeah, so if you're having those feelings of want if you feel like you can't take it anymore, and this is just too much to handle, because you can't handle the harassment and the bullying because of this, call the Trevor Project, because they're there for you. It is a gay teen suicide hotline that wants to help you. They want to be there for you, and I want you to find help if you feel that you need it, because the harassment needs to stop. It really does. If you are a straight ally of the LGBT community and you see someone being bullied or harassed because of their sexuality, put a stop to it. Do something about it, because this can't happen any longer. I mean, we live in a culture today that is growing to accept it, but there's still these suicides out there because teenagers feel that they need to be ashamed of who they are, and if it's not going to go away, then why should they even bother living? And I know, because I know that from experience, because I've felt those feelings before. So please, find help if you need it. Message me if you need someone to talk to. I know that might sound weird, since you probably don't even know me, but I want to be able to help you if you're struggling in any sort of way. So that's it. That's my story, and I love you guys. I love the LGBT community. You're awesome. Be gay, because it's awesome, and we're a lot of fun. So yeah. All right. Bye, guys.